Hello, welcome to everyone. I see plenty of known faces here, customers, competitors, that's nice. So thank you for joining, first of all. With this presentation, we will introduce right now what is the latest technology development that CAREL brings to the market. First of all, my name is Gianluca Caracino. I'm the application manager in the marketing unit food retail, working for CAREL since 2016. So today, as anticipated, we are presenting for the first time ever in the market the latest development. So the latest product development that CAREL brings that is a high-end solution that is called MPXPRO, the evolution of the previous generation. A high-performing, reliable, and outstanding controller specifically developed for food retail application, both developed to meet both current and future market demands, for high-end plug-in units, remote showcases, and cold rooms. Before going ahead with all the details, possible question from your side and so on, I would launch a brief commercial video that will provide you the general concept that the solution brings. Hopefully the audio even will work. So, a few comments, just 1 second, okay. Now, okay, a few comments about the steps that brought us here. So, during the last 6 years, more or less, so starting from 2018, we started a renewal journey of the entire product range. So, the main focus at the beginning was to renovate the intermediate segment with the MPX1 solution. Then, starting from last exhibition in Euroshop, we started presenting even the MPX Zero. It's easy to understand what was missing now. So the renovation of the top of the range, the MPX Pro. The new MPX Pro will replace the current one in all its application, extending even the usability and the application itself. So we can say that right now we have a complete product range spacing from entry-level application where the thermostatic expansion valve is used, but also to the most advanced one where higher performance are required, with the range that is made up by the MPX1 Advanced and the MPX Pro. All the range is capable of controlling even variable capacity compressors. CAREL did not focus with the latest product, latest development, we did not focus only on the product itself. We focus first of all on keeping our solution simplify the adoption to our customers. So that's why we have evaluated first of all the standardization concepts in terms of control logics, in terms of parameters, in terms of usability. But also we have created a suite of software tools that can support our customer on each phase of their unit life cycle. So spacing with tools dedicated to the production line, like Sparkly, tools for the technical office like Spark, tools dedicated for service operation with Applica, and for sure the natural integration with our supervisory system range and the multi-site portal data aggregation. The standardization process has included also the latest generation of user interfaces. Here you have two concepts. Each one is equipped with NFC and Bluetooth technology. And here the differentiation is this one. The one on the left, called Type A, is resistive technology, while the one on the right is capacitive touchscreen technology. So both versions are interchangeable with our DIN controllers, so it's up to the customer to evaluate and to choose what is the best for him. But what are the steps that brought us here? So for the new MPX, we focused on the typical food retail application spacing from convenience store, supermarket, and hypermarkets, focusing on high-end plug-in units, remote showcases, and cold rooms. For sure, gathering all the information from our main customer, like service technicians, OEMs, and retailer, we have defined three main axes that are the pillars of the new solution. The first one is the universality. So in some way, we put customer shoes, realizing that we do not want to affect their production line once moving from one solution, plug-in, to remote and cold room, so without affecting completely the redesign of the electrical panel. Then the concept of usability in terms of mechanical usability, so all the connectors, the design of this type of connection have been evaluated carefully, but also with the extension through the mobile device application interconnection and so on, and also the software feature. Last but not least, advanced connectivity option, because even if we realize that the standard DMS here, especially in Europe, is still Modbus over RS485, there are some specific trends with where higher performance are required, and we will see the details. So, to reply to all these points, we have created a new platform with a modular approach that you can see here. The main controller, that is the brain of the unit itself, the MPX Pro, and the other device, the CrossNet, that is capable of extending the communication performance of the unit. Let's deep dive on the characteristics of each device. So, as you have seen in the video, first of all, compactness. So it is the most compact solution available in the market, just 16 modules, with a big effort that has been done to reduce the switching cost from the previous solution to the new one. Another important point is the comprehensive energy monitoring through built-in current sensors, up to 3, in order to detect load consumption, but also possible failure load detection. What we mean, for sure, if we think to a higher level, this kind of solution can easily detect the consumption of each load that is connected to the controller. And so we have the possibility to enable higher level, let me say, analysis, clusterization, consumption, and so on. But also, this has the double effect that we can provide information on immediate load failure. Try to imagine that right now, if, for example, the evaporator fans will fail, we have to wait that the temperature rises over the threshold, the high temperature alarm is generated, and so on. With this specific solution, we can say directly that in the store here in Nuremberg, the cabinet 9199, for example, as the digital output number 2 that is broken, because the controller does not see any current passing by. Another important characteristic is the concept of the universal expansion valve driver, because we have created a new universal solution that is capable of controlling both stepper valves, but also PWM ones in a single part number. So if you think from the spare part point of view, this is really a no-brainer solution in case of replacement, for example, on field. With a single part number, everything can be done. Then, in order to help the service technicians, we can provide the possibility, the controller has the capability to auto-polarize the BMS connection. So we are perfectly aware that one of the main issues on field during a commissioning is typically the communication. No? So when the commissioning is done, quite often, it happens that all the line is offline. With this kind of solution, the controller is able to reverse the polarization of the communication, so keeping the unit online. We can continue with the features that we have integrated in this solution, like the USB-C, allowing the unit to be programmed, directly from your laptop with a standard, let me say, communication, and even the possibility to program the unit with the controller that is without power supply. So try to imagine a technician that is going on field. He has some stuff to do. He can program directly the controller while he's driving. Safety first, but this is for sure an option. So then Intuitive Check Lite. So we have added a minimal user interface directly to the controller that is capable to provide unit information like status of the communication, if it is a alarm, and so on. That could be interesting when the service technicians are operating above, for example, the cabinet, and they could not see the main display. Extra function module allocation. So we have a dedicated space in the hardware to develop future control options. The first one is the possibility to include a second BMS port that can be configured as BMS or field bus, even with the opto-insulated version. That is, this allows the possibility to connect directly to the controller through 2 different supervisor systems. That could be the refrigeration system and could be another PLC or the building automation system. Zero crossing functionality. So the new platform is equipped with this kind of, let me say, technology that can detect when the power supply is passing through zero in order to open or close the digital output. In this way, we can extend the lifespan of the digital output because we avoid the in-rush currents. Extended control logics, for sure, starting from the consolidated one, smooth lines, and so on, but a very low superheat control mode, defrost clusterization, and a simplification of how to configure to set the parameters of electronic expansion valves. If we move our attention to the crossnet, we can say that this device is responsible for enhancing the communication performance with the possibility to open advanced communication options like BACnet over IP or even Modbus over IP. Up to 2 Ethernet ports. Even if it is not shown in the picture, you can come to our booth and you will see the module with a double Ethernet in order to daisy chain the local network. Another interesting point of this device is the fact that it can act as a gateway. So it can combine up to 5 devices with a single crossnet in order to enable the Ethernet communication. So if we focus on the platform itself, as I was anticipating to you, we are approaching the modular approach of the solution. So we keep the door open for possible future development, and all the kind of modules that we will develop will have the possibility to be hooked, so built inside the controller, appearing like a single device, or even remoted, especially if there are space concerns in the electrical panel. So with this, I do not further points to disclose with you. I would like to thank you for your attention. For sure, I can open the question and answer session if you have any curiosity or questions. Thank you. Thank you to everyone.